All right. Welcome to episode 40 of the 2-Minute Warning. Today on the table, Justin Herbert. And the question, will he be leading the Chargers to a Super Bowl?
Short term, no, but in the long term, Justin Herbert has so much potential.
So much potential.
I think he takes the Chargers to the Super Bowl some point in his career. Right now, Patrick Mahomes is in the same division for him. That's a tough guy to enter the league to compete against twice a year. But honestly, even first game this year, he had a great matchup against him. They should have won, honestly, with the leads they had. Just the kicker cost him a lot. But long term, I say the Chargers and Justin Herbert are going to click well, and they make it to a Super Bowl eventually.
Yeah, Justin Herbert, regardless of being a rookie, he looks fantastic this year. He's throwing the ball like a veteran. His arm strength looks amazing. Just look at his stats. He's one game short of a full season so far. I think they're through 7 games. He's only played 6.
Yeah.
So he's lost a game there, but his passing yards are right up there in the middle of the league at just over 1,500. Again, short a game. So, I mean, he has another good game, adds another 300. He's in the top 10 quarterbacks for passing yards this season. His QBR at just over 70 is, like I said, just above average. His touchdown to interception ratio at 12-3 is right up there with some of the middle quarterbacks in the league. Similar to guys like Josh Allen and Justin Herbert has the same amount of interceptions. Josh Allen's got a few more touchdown passes because he's got more games. He's got just a little better stats than Jared Goff. So Justin Herbert looks fantastic this year as his rookie season. He looks great this early in the year.
Like you said, Justin Herbert's not putting up Russell Wilson numbers, not Patrick Mahomes numbers, not Aaron Rodgers numbers, but he is outperforming those mid-range guys like Jared Goff, and he's outperforming his rookie duel, Joe Burrow, who's not doing bad, but in Joe Burrow's defense, he does have not as much help as Justin Herbert. But the main reason I see the Chargers heading to the Super Bowl, obviously Justin Herbert, but that Chargers roster is insane. I mean, Herbert doesn't have Austin Eckler right now. He's out for a few weeks, so that's a great safety blanket for the Chargers. I'm glad they re-signed him and moved on from Melvin Gordon. But they got Mike Williams, big receiver, Keenan Allen, great hands, Hunter Henry with a tight end. And that defense, while they always suffer injuries, they got some huge names and huge talent on that defense. With that D-line, they got Melvin Ingram, Joey Bosa. Him and Nick Bosa are looking awesome, even though they're on different teams. And then in that secondary, you got Derwin James, Casey Hayward, Desmond King, Chris Harris Jr. Those are all big names, big star guys, big talent. They're not clicking yet, but they have the talent. They have the potential.
Yep.
They're still young. You got some age in there as Chris Harris Jr., but experience is needed for that young secondary. And overall, it's might be not the best chemistry, not might be the best team right now, but on paper, probably the top 5 roster in the league, and I just think the potential is eventually going to click. Justin Herbert, not many guys come in with this much talent, this much confidence, and as of right now, outside of even the numbers, which are performing great, one of the things that Justin Herbert has over a lot of guys, like Jared Goff, even Carson Wentz, Joe Burrow, I wouldn't say Joe Burrow necessarily, Jared Goff, Carson Wentz, Daniel Jones, he passes the eye test. He just looks good, he looks confident, and I just like Justin Herbert this year, and in the future, he's going to be, I'd even say, an MVP.
Yeah, I think that's a good point, that the MVP question is realistic, I mean, the way he's playing. But my favorite thing about Justin Herbert and the way he leads his team is his confidence in the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of young quarterbacks, first one that comes to mind, Lamar Jackson, when he was a rookie, he lived off of getting outside the pocket, running, scrambling. Yeah. Justin Herbert stands in the pocket and throws the ball like a veteran, which is very hard to see. Now, it's strange saying that it's hard to see. Joe Burrow does a similar thing as a rookie. They're very similar quarterbacks, just one has a much more talented roster.
That's why I take the Chargers.
Right. So, anyway, Justin Herbert, he stays in the pocket. He's a pocket passer, but he's mobile when he needs to be. He's a great arm, very accurate. I mean, he's got the qualities of a veteran quarterback like Tom Brady in the future. He could be that if he stays on this pace, which is, I mean, easy to say now, he's young, but his ability to stay in the pocket, throw the ball under pressure and look comfortable is just outstanding.
What we've seen over the past 2-3 years is usually the guys show great potential in their rookie years, and that second year they just break out. We didn't see Mahomes much his rookie year, but second year in the league, he won MVP. Lamar Jackson, he did well rookie year.
That was his first year starting. Mahomes won MVP, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, first year as a starter.
But that was his
second year in the league, yeah.
And then Lamar Jackson did great as a rookie, second year in the league, won MVP. Kyler Murray might not win MVP, but he won Rookie of the Year last year, and he's looking
better.
He's a great dark horse MVP, and he's looking like a beast this year. I can see the same thing happen for Justin Herbert, especially when he's more comfortable with his guys. He knows everyone. And really, he is starting, but just to know that this is officially going to be his team to know this is his team. He's going to start. He's going to carry. He's going to take. You know, in the beginning of the season, they didn't trust him with Tyrod Taylor. Tyler Taylor's a good guy to be behind and learn from. But with Herbert, getting more starts, more play, he's just going to be great. And I take the Chargers to Super Bowl within the next 5 years.
Yeah, and you bring up the point, Lamar Jackson specifically just breaking out at his second year in the league, becoming MVP. If you look at their stats right now, Lamar at 10-2 interception ratio and only 1,100 yards through the air. Justin Herbert through one less game, has more touchdowns, just one more interception, but that's all right, and over 500 more pass yards, or just about 500 more pass yards. So Justin Herbert is looking better than Lamar Jackson right now, just as good as Kyler Murray. So he's right up in there with those higher caliber, younger quarterbacks, just like he's going to be.
A lot of people might say, well, yeah, he might be great, he might be well, but is he the best? Can he compete with Mahomes? And while I would definitely take Mahomes over Herbert, eventually the Kansas City Chiefs can't afford everyone. They can't afford to pay Tyreek Hill a big contract, Travis Kelce a big contract, Patrick Mahomes a big contract. Eventually they're going to lose some of those key guys, and if the Chargers could stay together, they'll just outmatch them on defense with the receiving core. And eventually, I think the chains could change. I still think Mahomes might be one of the greatest quarterbacks ever and could always be better than Herbert. But eventually, Herbert's going to have the guys to carry him over the Chiefs and the rest of that league. I think Lamar's going to eventually lose a step and get exposed with the passing. Unless Tannehill and the Bills become these great dynasties, I think the Chargers have the best future of any team in the AFC.
Yeah, and that's definitely true. And even in the next coming years, as that Chargers team develops, with them being the same division as Kansas City, they likely won't win that division for several years to come. But they're going to be a strong wild card spot, maybe even as soon as next year. This year, I don't see them in the playoffs, let's be real. But it's next year, even as soon as that, is a possibility for them to be in the playoffs, be a strong wild card. And if by some early chance that Kansas City gets knocked out, then the Chargers right up there with that Tennessee team and that Buffalo team, potentially up there with those teams, and could go all the way to Super Bowl in the next couple of years if they play their cards right.
And like I said, him passing the eye test earlier, every game he's played against Brady, he's played against Breeze, he's played against Mahomes. He's stood toe-to-toe with those guys and arguably should have won the game. He had 17-point leads in, I think, 2 of those games. And really, he lost them due to his kicker. I mean, you can't really blame the guy. Arguably, he wins 2 out of those 3 games, and they do look like a playoff team. And to say they're out of it completely, no. But will they make the playoffs? I'd have to bet my money and say no. But to say they're 100% out of it, you can't say they are. And overall, great rookie year for Justin Herbert. I do think he'll win Rookie of the Year. He's going to be an MVP within the next 5 years, and he's going to be in a Super Bowl in the next 5 years.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Rookie of the Year this year. MVP by his 3rd season, and I think Super Bowl in the next 5 years. Agreed. I think Justin Herbert will be there.
Sounds good.
In the paint.
It's okay.